Hi guys. Number 1, disrespect. It's very common for women to refer to their exes as like the worst thing that ever happened to them. And the intensity will vary greatly depending on how badly that relationship went for them. If a woman talks about her exes in a derogatory or malicious way, or shows disrespectful behavior towards you or others, then it's highly likely that she has trouble treating men with respect in the relationship. Move on and find someone who actually does respect you as a man, your relationship, and others. Number 2 is no self-accountability. It takes a certain level of maturity to be able to come to the realization of your own individual faults and take ownership of them. So if you find that she constantly blames everyone else for her issues and circumstances while not taking any kind of responsibility for her own actions, she's almost guaranteed to have a difficult time with emotional self-regulation in a relationship. Run, don't walk. Number 3 is lack of commitment. The phobia of commitment has become extremely prevalent in recent years. The praise of hookup culture has in turn demonized and stigmatized commitment, but it's never smart to go off of a possible future and what ifs with someone. You have to go off of absolutes and certainties. A woman that doesn't have the discernment and self-regulation to control her encounters with men long term is a huge red flag, because naturally women are more hardwired for commitment than men. Number 4 is effective communication skills. If a woman has difficulty expressing herself clearly, displaying active listening skills, and demonstrating respect for your point of view, even when she doesn't agree with it, that's a big red flag. If she doesn't possess the communicative capabilities that every successful human interaction requires and is built upon, then she's no different than a child, and the outlook of your dealings with her will be extremely stressful. Number 5 is judging other men. If everything she focuses on centers around what type of job they have, what type of car they drive, their status, usually with a woman like this, they'll stick around for a while until somebody else comes along who they feel is better or an upgrade. Essentially, they're extreme opportunists. Number 6 is jealousy. This could be done in micro doses or mega doses. Small amounts of jealousy can be normal, but excessive amounts of jealousy can indicate insecurity and possessiveness. A woman who is overly jealous will eventually try to control you, who you interact with, and what you do. Jealousy typically starts off in a very covert and passive-aggressive fashion to test to see how you'll react to it. Here's an example. Let's say you're going out to hang out with some friends. You might catch her saying little things like, "Man, you sure do go out a lot," or "Man, you sure do love hanging around your friends." She also may laugh during or after saying these things in an attempt to lessen the blow but still get her point across. When jealousy becomes overt and blunt, it can manifest as, "Where were you? Who were you with? Are you cheating on me? I don't trust you." A jealous woman is a highly insecure woman, and no amount of effort on your end will change that. Number 7 is lack of empathy. When people hear lack of empathy, they automatically think of self-centeredness and the negative connotations that's attached to it. But self-centeredness is necessary because it precedes self-confidence. So I believe self-centeredness is beneficial in several instances. However, like everything else, too much of a good thing can turn into a bad thing very quickly. This looks like her having difficulty putting herself in other people's shoes and sympathizing with them. This might look like when you start talking about something that bothered you or something that upset you, she changes the subject and becomes visually uncomfortable. If she's displaying these traits, it's a setup for a long road of hurt feelings, stress, and anger for you. Number 8 is attention whoring. Women typically seek attention in 3 different ways. Physical appearance to draw attention to themselves by dressing provocatively or wearing attention-grabbing clothing. Social media to post pictures or updates designed specifically to attract attention and garner likes, comments, and followers. Being overly dramatic and loud, creating conflict in order to get attention and self-victimization. The dangerous part about being with a woman like this is the reputation that she brings along with her. Because once you start associating yourself with her, that reputation is now an issue you have to deal with. If she's unable to represent herself correctly, how do you ever expect her to be able to represent you correctly? We as humans have this innate tendency to overlook major red flags in someone we like. But ultimately, this will come back to bite you in the ass if you let your emotions override your logic. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.